Hi. Most people understand data is important. It improves their decision making, it helps them spot issues early on, and it often helps to drive behavior towards the organization's long-term goals. However, in a lot of organizations, there is usually little ongoing investment in improving data. The good news is, there are actually easy ways in which you can start improving your data. In this part, we will discuss how to improve the availability of data and reducing the time to get users the data they need. You will be able to identify those areas in your own organization and start building the momentum towards getting more and more value from your data. Let's look at each area in turn. First of all, monitor your business. The ability to adapt to internal and external changes is key in today's rapidly changing business circumstances. Spotting opportunity and threats early is key. So setting up key performance indicators that show changes early can give you an advantage. Also, measure the result of your actions. This, of course, only works if you have a clear baseline for those actions in the first place. Second of all, start reducing the effort and time that you need to achieve reliable data-driven decisions. So in a lot of organizations, it can take a long time to actually get to the data or to integrate data that is needed, and data needs to be accessible. Review the data access can help alleviate any unnecessary access problems. Also, the data quality needs to be good enough to base decisions on. Assessing the data quality of essential data and deduplicating records, correcting values, and validating data entry points, so ensuring that data is correctly entered, can help you immediately in starting to improve data quality. Make sure that the data is timely. So how old is the data that users are actually getting? What are the bottlenecks in getting the data to them sooner? Note that the data doesn't have to be real time, but it does have to be there at the right time for the user. Is there sufficiently well or easily integrated data to base a decision on? So can you drill down to the right level and have enough historical data that also has enough statistical significance to base a decision on? For example, building a storyboard of how people may analyze data can also help you find holes and help you build appropriate reports that users can use. That brings us also to the next point. New reports and new dashboards and analytics need to be relatively easy to build and distribute. Make sure that performance is acceptable. So agree service level agreements with your users on what constitutes acceptable performance. Also discuss what the trade-offs might be to give them better performance right now. So you could give them static reports that have great performance because there's no processing involved, but of course they don't present real-time data. However, this might not be a problem for your users. So keep their end goal in mind when you try to see how you can improve performance for them. Improve the availability of data. Your users know where to find the data and understand the definition of that data. So for example, from a data dictionary. People need a clear and easy process of accessing the data they need. Realistically, they will not have access to all the data straight away. But having a process on how to get that data, and one that's easy to understand and quite efficient to follow, can be of great advantage to the end users and to the business as a whole. Make sure the data is consistent across data sources. So for example, customer information in marketing might not be the same as in sales. So for example, a salesperson has just made a sale, but the marketing team is still trying to market that same product after the sale has already been done. Master data management can help. Make sure that the data is well integrated. And this is really a process of continuous improvement and not a quick fix as such. However, you can get started right away. So having access for example to your entire supply chain's data, helps business users spot inefficiencies. In the next part, we will discuss how you can make sure important data is retained, safely backed up and secured. See you then!